Hey guys, what's up? This is Shukesh and you are watching the second episode of the awesome tips and tricks video series on the all new Samsung Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. This new flagship of Samsung is absolutely stunning. It has got the body and the brain. The software features are so awesome. I myself switched to S9 Plus and let me show off the best and the most awesome hidden features of this smartphone that will blow your mind. Well guys, the first trick I have for you today is something called link sharing, which is a Samsung proprietary software. What's so special about this link sharing is you can send files up to 1 gig at a time without compression, that is without losing the quality. You can either generate a link to the file or you can just create a code for the file. These are the softwares that are supported. You can simply send a text with a link. The file will be uploaded into the Samsung server and it will stay there for 10 minutes if you choose to share via the code. Now the interesting part is you really don't need a Samsung phone to load this file. Just download the link sharing software from the Play Store, and there is a trick here which I'm gonna show you in a minute. This service is directly linked to your SIM card, so make sure you have a SIM card installed. After my phone is verified, I can just put the code to download the file. Now if the file is big and if it's gonna take some time to upload to the Samsung server from the source device, then don't worry, the timer starts only after the file has been uploaded. There you go, the file on the second device. Now I can just download. It's as simple as that. As I mentioned before, you can send files as big as 1 gig and maximum of 2 gig per day. The files will be deleted when it's expired, and with code creation you really don't need the receiver's email ID or their Facebook WhatsApp ID. Just share the code. Alternatively, you can just generate a link to the file you are gonna upload to the Samsung server if the receiver don't have the link sharing software. The good news is this time the file will remain in the Samsung cloud for 24 hours. Now let me show you how does this look on the second device. There you go, just click on the link and download the file. So sharing big files is now as easy as that. You really don't need Google Drive or any other tricks. There is no compromise or compression involved. So it's an awesome feature I really like a lot. Now when you download the link sharing software from the Play Store, you cannot open this software. There is a trick for that. You need to add a shortcut to the home screen like this. So just try to share any media using link sharing and then you will be opted to add the link sharing icon to your apps drawer or your home screen. Now this similar service can also be availed without SIM card using Smart View or Smart Thing features, and you can also share the file to your nearby devices using Wi-Fi Direct. So let's click on share to device and your SmartThing compliant appliances and your nearby smartphones will show up here. There is an option in your smartphone called phone's visibility which should be turned on, and if that's on, you really don't need your Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to be on. It will be visible to your nearby devices. There you go, the file is being sent, and as I just mentioned, with the help of Smart View and Smart Things features on your S9 Plus, you can share media to your Smart TV or Smart Refrigerator, and just like link sharing, the file will be uploaded to the Samsung cloud and then it will be streamed to the device. So you can stream movies up to 1 gig at one time and maximum of 2 gig per day. Now I'm not really quite sure about this, but you might be able to stream media to your smart TV using Smart Things even when you are outside of your house. Your TV needs to be Smart Things compatible, that is a Samsung Smart TV, and I will explain Smart Things and Smart View features of S9 Plus on my upcoming episodes of this tips and tricks video series, so make sure you are subscribed. Now, as I mentioned before, you need to enable phone visibility on your Samsung device. If your phone is not from Samsung, then you can either turn on Bluetooth or Wi-Fi Direct. For Smart View, you really don't need Samsung Smart TV. Any other Smart TV or Google Cast are supported. Now in addition to this, there is another option in your Samsung device which is called nearby device scanning, and you will find this feature under connection settings. What it does is it scans for nearby devices all the time, and the available devices will show up in a pop-up in your notification panel. This feature uses Bluetooth low energy scanning and the microphone, so it's a battery. Even if you turn off Bluetooth manually, this can run in the background and eat up battery. This is on by default, so make sure you turn this off if you don't want this feature. Guys, I hope that you are liking my review style. I am explaining everything as simply as possible. Now suppose you have got a new notification like a WhatsApp message. If you just swipe down from the pop-up, you can open the application in a pop-up window without closing the application you are already using. For example, if you are gaming, you can quickly check the message you get and also quickly reply without switching the application. So I think it's a really handy feature. Now suppose you have a pending notification like a pending message and you need to reply right away, but you don't want to close the running application. You can just open the notification center and then swipe down on the message, reply right away. It's as simple as that. Now you might have noticed that I have swiped down on the fingerprint sensor to pull down the notification center. It's really quite easy to do that and very handy since it's a big display. Now you can also swipe down on the screen to pull down the notification center. It's not on by default, you get the app switcher, but if you wish you can activate this feature, get the notification center if you swipe down and get the app switcher when you swipe up on the home screen. So it works only on the home screen, and to activate, go to your settings menu, advanced feature, and there you will find finger sensor gesture option, and for the home screen swipe, go to your display settings, then scroll down for home screen and turn on this option quick open notification panel. Now since it's a big display, adding shortcuts of your application from your app switcher to the home screen is quite bothering since you have to swipe down or swipe up to the top. But if you want, you can actually tap and hold for a while to add the shortcut just like before. It takes around 1 second to respond. Now there is a really awesome trick I have for you guys. When you receive a new notification, you get these icon badges, and once you tap and hold, you can actually check the notification. If you have multiple notifications, then the latest one will show up on this pop-up, and without checking the notification center or opening the applications, you can quickly check whether the new notification is really important or not. Let me show you how to switch on this feature. Go to your settings menu, then display, scroll down for home screen, then you will find this app icon badges. Scroll down for the last option, show notifications. Now in addition to this, if you don't want to show the number of notifications your icons have, you can replace that with a small bubble. The default shape of the app icons on your S9 and S9 Plus are round or square with round edges, which looks cool, but when you download any third-party application, the interface will convert the icons into round or square icons, which really doesn't look good. The original shape or design of the icons are tempered, so if you wish, you can actually disable that. Let me show you how does it look with the frames. Though some of the application really adapts to the new design, apps like WhatsApp and some other applications really doesn't look good, so I prefer not to use these frames. Now this Samsung flagship keeps track of your brightness adjustments for different applications or different lighting conditions, and if you wish, you can also reset your usage patterns. Now even if you don't have auto brightness on, in some applications, especially in video applications like YouTube, Amazon Prime, the brightness of the screen increases automatically, which is really smart. Now you might have noticed I have started a new Bengali channel on YouTube called Gadgets Portal Bangla, so you can check that out. I will drop the link in the description below. Now I am one of those guys who don't rely on auto brightness. I always set the brightness manually and I have to swipe twice for the brightness bar. But if I click here and enable show control on top, I can get the brightness control on a single swipe, just like that. It saves time and effort. So this is one of the things you should do on your S9 or S9 Plus once you get the device. The default resolution of the screen is Full HD Plus, and since you are paying this much money, I think you should switch to WQHD Plus for getting the most out of the display. I mean, you can buy a OnePlus device at half the price tag with a Full HD Plus display. So why not enjoy a more crisp graphics, and when you are using a VR headset, then this is must. So it's another settings you need to set once you buy your S9 or S9 Plus. Next, there is a blue light filter on this device, and you can schedule this from sunset to sunrise, which I do recommend for a good night's sleep, and also if you are reading an ebook or browsing the web for a long period of time, then also you should turn on this blue light filter. Now the screen aspect ratio of S9 and S9 Plus are 18.5:9. So some of the applications might not actually fill the whole screen, or if you want any of the third-party applications to run in their native aspect ratio, then you can actually disable full screen apps for those applications. In addition to that, when you open a new third-party application, you might see a pop-up to enable full screen for that application, so you can just click there and restart the app in full screen. Now under your display and home screen settings, you get an option to change the home screen layout. That is, if you want, you can remove the apps drawer and keep all of your applications on your home screen, just like iOS. So if you are coming from iOS platform, then you might find the second option more familiar. Now all these home screen settings can be accessed from your apps drawer as well. From your menu you get the home screen settings, so it's a shortcut and you get all these options I have just shown you. Now there is an option to hide your applications, that is, your installed applications will not show up on your home screen on your apps drawer, so there is no way anyone can tell you have installed these applications. So you can hide your sensitive apps like WhatsApp, Facebook, Gmail, or your games from your gaming freak friends. Of course, these apps are still in your phone and you can find them from the Play Store if you search. So you can also open them from there. So it's a nice trick you might find useful. Next, as you know, if you tap and hold on your apps, you get some shortcuts, and in addition to that, for some system applications you might find this disable option instead of uninstall. So if you are not going to use these apps but these are eating up your battery, you can disable that. The software and all related functions will be disabled, including notifications. For third-party apps, you can uninstall right away just by tapping and holding, and of course the shortcuts are really very useful and time-saving. Now you can duplicate all of your applications and you can move your files into a secure location. There is something called secure folder on your Samsung device. Suppose I want to move this photo into a secure location with a password, then I can just move it to the secure folder, and the secure folder password is different from the device password. So even if you don't have any password in your phone, you can still hide your sensitive data with a password. You will get this secure folder application pre-installed into your Samsung device. Once you open and set this up, you will get some apps preloaded which are basically duplicates of your original applications. This is the image I have just sent to this secure folder gallery, and whatever you do here won't affect the original applications. For example, if you take an image, this won't show up on your original gallery. You can add other apps and games from your apps drawer, so you can maintain two profiles like two gaming profiles or two WhatsApp accounts. Your browsing history is secure, so it's an amazing feature by Samsung. The files in the secure folder are also encrypted by Samsung Minox. The touch sensitivity of S9 is top class, but if you install any screen protector or any tempered glass and feel that the sensitivity is not as before, you can turn on this option from your advanced feature settings. Guys, on the first episode of this video series, I have shown you some awesome tricks on the lock screen. I want to show you a few more. For example, if you double tap on your always on display, you can actually get a bar to adjust the brightness of always on display. By default, it's automatic depending on your ambient lighting. Also, if you double tap on the home icon on your always on display, you can launch the camera right away without switching on the screen. Since it's a pressure sensitive button, don't put any pressure, just tap twice. These two features are not on by default, so go to your settings menu, then lock screen and security, always on display, scroll down to double tap home button, then select quick launch camera. For manual brightness control, disable auto brightness. Last but not the least, you can put video wallpapers on your Samsung flagship. It can play for 15 seconds and you can download lots of free video wallpapers from your Samsung theme store. Just search for video wallpaper and most of these are free. Guys, we are at the end of this second episode. The third episode is on the way. I have hundreds more features to show you guys, so don't forget to subscribe and keep in touch. Also, do remember to share this video with your friends if you liked my effort. That's all for now. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Shukesh signing off. Have a nice day.